Hello everyone, welcome back to welcome to another live stream of Mega Man Endless. I played the game once before, it was version 1.1. Now we're going to do a shorter stream, theoretically, of version 1.2, just to see a little bit of the differences, and to give me another shot at the game now that I've had some more practice off camera. You've been listening to, oh and hi, if I haven't said so, I'm Nathaniel Hoover, aka Flashman85, aka Gemini Laser, and you've been listening to one tune from ocremix.org, which was Mega Man 9 Morricone Man by Mazedude, which is a wonderful little tribute to some of the music of old westerns, Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, what is it, Once Upon a Time in the West, I think it's called. So a couple of good little tunes, and I'm babbling already, and we haven't even started the stream. So, off we go! We're going to play Mega Man Endless, and if you're not familiar with the game, if you didn't catch the first stream, haven't heard anything about it, it's in the same vein as the Endless Attack mode from Mega Man 9 and 10, and I understand there's one or two other fan games, Mega Man Unlimited, I think, that have Endless Attack modes that I haven't played. So I just have this and Mega Man 9 and 10 to go off of. I'm a little bit better rested than I was the last time I did this stream, but I'm still definitely dragging a bit. Here we go. And let's play some video games. We're gonna do, let's probably adjust the music volume. Let me know, as always, how the volume is. We're gonna do Mega Man 7 soundtrack this time. And I'm gonna try all the modes, but I'm gonna start with Classic, because that's always good practice. Ah, yes, so we've been talking a lot about level design on the Sprite Sync forum for this game. And this is one of the levels that we've been discussing most recently, talking about how to introduce the player to new things that they've never seen before. And we've got in particular, I think that's just the easiest way to take care of the situation. In particular, we've got this level, which introduces these, well, one of a couple levels that use this. One of several levels, a few levels, a number of, there's a number, pick a number somewhere. Bye, Snake Man. They use these blocks. And it seems that some people had trouble with figuring out how the blocks operated, the fact that they're solid on top, not solid underneath. You can jump through them, you can slide on the orange or whatever color those ones are. Color blindness, hooray! And you've also got, obviously I'm not awake enough to multitask yet. And the ones that you can press down to fall through. And trying to figure out what's the best configuration for those on your first screen to let players know what these things do and give them a good experience of, in a safe environment, of what these things do before they need to go run with them. And I think all of us who design levels for this contest, we're sort of, or at least most of us anyhow, we're sort of working under the assumption that everybody's played Mega Man already, that they've at least played 1 through 10, probably a couple of the Game Boy games, the Wily Wars, something like that. So we can do without... I knew it was going to get hit, that was silly. So we can do without some of the introduction that you would normally have for these kinds of stages. Like if this were hard... I don't know why I keep doing that more often nowadays. But if this were a regular Mega Man game, we definitely wouldn't have made some of these stages the way we did. But because we've only got 6 screens to work with, we wanted to make sure to pack in as much challenge as we possibly could. Oh, music's a little loud? Yeah, and I'm also talking kind of quietly this time. Because I'm tired. Lots of big life stuff going on right now. This, forgive me if I'm repeating myself or if I'm babbling a little bit. I'm definitely not. You know what? I need to do something that will hopefully help with a little bit of the slowdown here. Let's see if that works. I mean, this stage is There's naturally a lot going on anyhow. I'm learning to take the game a little more slowly now. Can't rush through it as much as I would like to rush through it. Well, I guess there are some stages where you should and have to rush through it. Egg. But I'm finding you really have to be patient for a lot of these challenges, which is not the way I operate. I enjoy a mix of be patient, rush, figure it out and then rush, you know, just a different variety of styles, and there's a lot of challenges in here that really seem to rely on the player taking their time, moving very slowly, carefully, measuredly. Let's see, just catching up on chat, taking a second to do that, and read and see where we are. Yeah, the mosh pit is a fun room for perfect mode. Boost jump. Yes, Mega Man 8. So I am still recording a playthrough of Mega Man 8 for YouTube. It is not coming along as quickly as I was hoping, because there's been... Nice! Because there's been a lot of stuff going on. I've basically been doing level design all year, and was originally intending to get in more recording time for this, but I'm a creator. I like to make stuff. Ow. This is not the time for me to start figuring out how to fight Elect Man, honestly. Well, I guess this is honestly, too, but... with the regular Buster. Recording doesn't come naturally to me. Like, I don't mind speaking, I don't mind assembling footage, I don't mind... but it's so much easier for me to write and design and do stuff behind the scenes than it is for me to work up the energy to sit down and put together a video. That's why I've been doing so much more live streaming than I've been doing standalone videos. Also, I hate this level. This is probably my most hated level because I can't even rush through this. I need to just take this so slowly, and I am not a patient gamer. And it's not even, well, for my benefit, I should probably take it slowly. It's just, no, I will die if I take this at any kind of speed other than what I'm doing right now. But it doesn't come naturally to me to, you know, sit down and do YouTube recordings like here, the way other people do. So there is a lot of effort involved in working up the gumption to record, which is why live streaming is so nice, because it's just, I'm going to sit down and play some video games, and maybe some people will want to watch me. Goodbye, Roll Along. Thanks for joining us. Yes, this game was made with Game... I do that sometimes. I forget that there's stuff up there. Game was made with Game Maker. Well, that didn't work very well. I did it again, and after just talking about... oh well. That's one of the many things that makes this game challenging, is because everything's randomized, you're not always going to know for sure when things are going to come up, what order, and you can't necessarily gear yourself up for what the next challenge is. I meant to do that. So it's the... Really? It's the initial challenge of getting through the level in the first place, on top of the challenge of needing to remind yourself what each challenge entails when it gets thrown at you out of nowhere. On top of, these challenges are generally more demanding and difficult than your average Mega Man challenge. Yes, Mega Man games are hard. There are lots of Mega Man games that demand a lot of the player, but this one in particular, I think there's a lot of instant death. There's a lot of spots where you need to memorize the exact motion path to be able to get through somewhere safely. And there's not as much of a chance to practice the same spot where you need pixel-perfect accuracy or you need perfect timing for something. So, yes, there are opportunities to practice when you get through it, but, you know, like here, I'm moving so cautiously that if I want to switch up my gameplay style and all of a sudden not be cautious and just be reckless, that completely throws off my mojo if every other time I've played I've just been able to be cautious through every single stage. I don't know if that entirely makes sense, but... This screen, I still have trouble with this screen. I've seen it done. Blake has been, releasing videos of how to do, different parts of the game perfectly. That, I just feel like you need to be too precise through there. When you never really have any cause in the regular game, any game of the few games where those needles appear, you never really have any need to be that precise about how close you get to the needles. Yes. I know you can do this without, but I usually just do this. It's faster, it's easier. Boing. I like this stage. This is easily my favorite Joseph Collins stage. We all have designers who have different game styles of, oh, I like this, or, oh, I don't understand how this works. But given that we can see who made each level on the menu screen, and that I've been speaking with some of these people, everybody's got their own design style, and I find that this one in particular really works for me. I'm gonna stop trying to conserve my ammo. Boing. And start making sure that I am safe in what I'm doing. Because I can always refill on weapon energy, but I can't always refill on health. Or that is, I can always make do without weapon energy, but I can't make do without health. That's it. Now, reading chat, not reading the direction of the bullets coming at me. Yep, we'll be safe. Do that. But this is such a relief because there's no instant death all over the place. That's so important. I'm finding, yes, I like bottomless pits and instant death spikes as much as the next guy. Yes, I put in some in my levels. That was just dumb. Oh, this is gonna be great. Oh, good, it's Metal Man. I might stand a chance here. But I think there's just an exhaustion factor independent of the, I knew that was going to happen. I knew as soon as I jumped. Independent of... Oh, and we have a new button since last time. Try again, so we can jump right back into the same mode we were playing before. I forget what I was saying. Oh, yeah, so just player fatigue from so many pixel-perfect or just very demanding instant death jumps. That constant pressure on you really wears on you from the very beginning sometimes, depending on what your rotation is. And I think that's my primary reason why I'm not sure how much I actually like the game. It's got excellent production values. I love the collaborative aspect of it. And there are some genuinely fun challenges. I love the replay value. There's a lot of good things. But it's the leaderboards, I think, that are really keeping me playing this to see if I can outdo some other people and make a name for myself, rather than because I want to keep coming back to these specific challenges. And maybe that's the point. Maybe that's the whole point of having scores and leaderboards, is to push the player to get a little more replay value out of the game than they might have just out of the pure enjoyment factor. I found that this stage is a lot easier when you take this one platform at a time and then just run off the side. But that fatigue from so many stages in a row where it's just instant death, instant death, instant death. This is another one that I like conceptually, but I don't like this section right here. This is just annoying to me. I'm sorry about the slowdown. I don't know what is going on. This is worse than before, I think. No! That went entirely wrong. Jump, 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 jump. There we go. Whoa! Oh, but yeah, so what I was saying. So I've played Mega Man 9 and 10's endless attack modes. And I've played Mega Man Endless pretty extensively now, several hours. And I find that Mega Man 9 is still easily my favorite of the endless attack modes. Because I'm going to put this on for safety. This part right here consistently gets me. And I'm just going to be safe. That was overkill, but again, safety first. Keep getting off track, sorry. Oh yeah, the fatigue factor. So Mega Man 9, what I love about Mega Man 9 is that you've got a lot of stages that wear you down by attrition. Yes, there are instant death traps all over the place, but they're not on every single screen, not every single stage. I am much better at regular Iceman. And I'm also finding with the bosses that I will try and buster them if I've got enough health. Like if I'm above half health, I'll buster them because then I'll get a power-up refill at the end. And then I'll be back up at full. But then when we get to the point where I start taking a lot of damage, and like, oh, maybe I won't make this, then I start busting out the special weapons to conserve energy. And that's the thing about Mega Man 9, is that it's, for me anyways, the way I play is it's all about energy conservation of the special weapons. That you can do all of the challenges with the buster only, but they're, I think, only somewhat intended to be done that way. So you get to the stages where, like, oh, I can do this without the buster, but I don't really want to. And then it's more and more of a decision of, how much do I really need to conserve this energy here? That you're carefully planning your way through here. You know, I still haven't memorized where the pits are and where the walls are here. I really need to start doing that so I can save on my Manigan energy. But then, little by little, it's, oh man, now I don't have Jewel Satellite to get through here. Now I don't have Tornado Blow to get through here. What am I going to do? Obviously not this. Oh, I guess I can't shoot. I'm going to take a risk. I can't quite remember how this goes. Right, that's not a platform that falls out from under me. Right, that's how that works. Okay. But it's little decisions along the way of how much do I really need to use weapon energy here, and gradually challenging myself to stuff that's doable but still super difficult. And here, sometimes there's no question, it's I have to use weapon energy to get through the section, or else I'm just not going to make it. Ah! Slow down is not appropriate. Take a second to get caught up on chat. So I am enjoying the game, but I'm not sure how much I enjoy the game. Because it really depends on what the order is that the stages come in, and specifically what... Started holding up too soon to start climbing that ladder. That's a really difficult one. I would have liked to have had the platform go all the way out so that you could sort of have a nub to the right that you could press yourself against, and then just slide from there, and that's exactly the right distance, because that's really difficult to eye up. And I think moving left is also sort of a challenge, because most of us are used to going left to right, and the most challenging challenges usually don't make you go right to left. Though I'm fine with them on occasion. I think it's just enough to throw you off. And And now I just stand here and bump my head into the ceiling. Ugh. And that's the obnoxious thing about this stage, is that there's just too many ceilings where you have to jump with your head right there, and then boom, you just fall down. And it's annoying to go all the way back to the beginning to redo all of that. I don't mind a little bit of, oh, you have to do it again, but just a little much there. But the nice thing is, you've got the boost, you can bypass that, and it's not that much of a pain if you run out of boost and have to do it the honest way. And I've not figured out the right timing on that, and I'm... Oh, the other thing about this game that I noticed that really starts to wear on me, so in addition to instant death all the time... Ow. Not a good place to slow down, game. Is that there are so many enemies that require you to just stand there and wail on them. Because you've got the Sniper Joe armors, you've got the frogs, you've got the Sniper Joes, you've got all sorts of enemies that have a lot of hit points and mostly just stand there or hop slowly at you. I don't know what is with the slowdown on my computer today, I'm sorry. And I think that wears on me just as much as the instant death, because I don't enjoy button mashing. I really don't have fun most of the time, unless it's an enemy that I just love to stand there and I'm like, oh man, I'm taking out so much of your health, this is so much fun. I technically have the patience for this. It's just, this is another one where I'm like, I can do it, I don't want to do it. Now I gotta wait for you to pass, and then get some safety down there. It's challenging, but it's more tedious because of how often I have to wait and just stand there and do nothing. This middle section I'm okay with, and I like that you need to be a little clever about, let's wait for this to blow up first before I start pressing other buttons, that you need to be systematic about what you're doing, and oh man, seriously, this slowdown at random times is, well, that was just my own stupid fault. Oh, but I was saying, large enemies, oh, and the shotmen, always the shotmen. That I spend so much time just standing here mashing the attack button that I don't get to do as much platforming as I like to do in the Mega Man games. So we've got challenges, right, those are spikes. We've got challenges that are perfectly fine, but we don't have the full enemy set to get the really very dynamic challenges that I like to have. Like, where are the magflies? Where are the helicopters from Wow, okay, should have just kept holding. Where are the helicopters from Mega Man 1? There's a lot of little enemies that don't take a lot of health that have much more mobility that weren't in the dev kit, or if they were, nobody used them. And I miss those. They provide a very important aspect of diversity in the challenges. Where's Green Hill Zone? Did I remember to disable Windows Update before starting the stream? I have never disabled Windows Update before starting the stream, but I have it set to notify me when there's stuff to update, but don't actually do anything about it. So that shouldn't have anything to do with anything. Darn it. That was not how I wanted this to pan out. Inevitably I get hit. That's why I don't like that section through there, that I have not worked out a consistent way to be able to damage those without using Centaur Flash or something. Have I thought about making my own Mega Man fan game? I am already working on one, as it turns out. It's going to be small, basically a glorified Make a Good Mega Man level contest level. But I am working on one. I guess you can line yourself up with the blocks in the background. Yeah, I guess that does help, being able to line yourself up with blocks in the background. That's another thing about these challenges, is you don't really get to think like the designer after 6 screens. You know, and in some cases, 12 screens, however many, for the most part, that people were able to get into the game or have the time to make. So when you're playing somebody's individual fan game, you can be like, aha, I know not to jump here because I'm sure there's going to be something dangerous. And other people, you're like, I have no idea what to expect here. This sort of goes back to that idea of trusting the developer that I was talking about last time. That you don't know people's game development styles enough to really know what to look for in these challenges. So you really have to hope that things are designed well enough. But even well enough, quote-unquote, still means a lot of different things to... Oh, that was stupid. To a lot of different people. I was going to start jumping through there, but then I thought, no, I should wait, because I'm going to get hit by one of the bats. And now, look at the mess I've gotten myself into. Like, that's a fine place to use the boost, that it's reasonable to get through there without using special weapons, but there's more of a risk. But not so much that you shouldn't do it without the right special weapon to get through it. Top half and preemptively unloading my buster, you say. Might be worth a shot. Yeah, and the other thing about the enemies that were in the dev kit, and I may have mentioned this before, is that the ones in particular that were included are ones that we've seen so many times in so many different games, for the most part, that a lot of the most interesting, fun things that you can do with them have already been done. I don't know why I suddenly turned right there. I still like this section. This is a very good, solid section. Yeah. But, that the enemies have been used so many times in so many different places that it's hard to find ways to keep it fresh without being overly difficult in how you implement them. I have no patience for this screen. Right. I have to do that twice. Apparently you can... Speed! Apparently you can slide and jump to get a couple pixels more distance to do that. But this whole screen is just more trouble than it's worth to me. Right. Remember not to do that. Ugh. Still did it anyhow. And just needing to remember to count, like, how many times do you count the, how many shots do you have to count before it's safe to move. So much memorization, I think more so than usual in a Mega Man game. So it's the memorization and the randomization factor that make it, I think, more difficult. I always do that. More difficult than it would be otherwise. Let's remember to do that this time. Like this, yes, I can go to all the trouble. It takes so much time to pass an obstacle that doesn't look like it should take that much time. I think that's what bothers me about this stage. Fubble Man. Ah! Sliding is not what I was going for there. That's what I was going for. So, I'm getting better at the first part of Bubble Man, but then I just completely lose it when he starts to switch it up from how this is. And I haven't even mastered Bubble Man and Mega Man 2 yet, so... There's some bosses that I can't seem to wrap my head around a good strategy for them. Just the way I'm configured to play doesn't mesh well with their patterns. Okay, seriously, I'm gonna pause this for a second, and I'm going to bring up my task manager and see if there's anything else random that is running in the background here that is just taking up too much something or other. What is that? I don't even know what that is. Don't know what that is. Okay. I closed a thing. Let's see if that helps at all. Like, this stage, I like this stage because it is a welcome change of pace from, you know, yes, there's instant death right there, but otherwise, you have a chance to take your time, take a little bit of a breather. There's still a challenge here, but it's not nearly as immediately deadly as some of the other stages. Oops, I was reading chat and not looking where I was climbing. And I like being able to climb in so close to a Sniper Joe that you can really wail on him. Because being able to take him down before waiting for another hit, or another round of shield going up, makes me happy. I hope that's just a joke, because seriously, if I stop live streaming, that would make me very sad. Whee! I agree, Pyro. It was really difficult for me to find enemies that I wanted to use for this game. I understand that there's some, you know, limitations of what you're going to be able to accurately implement, because Blyker really strives for accuracy in his games, and what you're going to be able to get in the right, you know, 16-bit look. So you're mostly restricted to what's in the Wily Wars, though there's a couple of other ones from other games. A couple from Mega Man 5, for example, Mega Man 4 that got thrown in. Woohoo! Still don't like this one, but that's just this enemy specifically, that I don't know why, never had a problem with them in any other game, except maybe certain uses in Powered Up. Egg. Oh. Well, that's a sad place to put a power-up. But in general, I don't mind this stage. This is fine. Alright, I'm going to stand here and catch up on chat for a second. This is a great place to do this. Oh, if I could pick a weapon from each game for a fan game like this, actually, I'm kind of okay with this weapon selection. No. I really like... one of the reasons I like Mega Man 9's Endless Attack mode so much is because I like the weapon. What is going on? Seriously. I really like the weapon selection in Mega Man 9. Jewel Satellite is phenomenal, so Leaf Shield is a good close second, at least the way it operates here, is a good close second to Jewel Satellite. And I think that's part of the reason why Mega Man 9, for me, lives and dies on the special weapon. I just did not think that through at all. Lives and dies on the special weapons, or rather, you live and die on how much special weapon energy you have. It's because the weapons are so good in that game, and so useful and versatile, that when you run out, you really are at a disadvantage, versus Mega Man 10, where you're at a disadvantage to begin with, because there's only a couple weapons that really do much of anything, and there's a couple weapons that you need to use on enemies. So, for example, the, I don't remember what they're called, the Sprinkling enemies, I think, that can only be destroyed by one weapon. And so you start to run out of that one. But, let's see. For a game like this, so in no particular order, I would like Jewel Satellite, would be a lot of fun. I'm totally fine with Magnet Missile. I like having Magnet Missile, but I'm getting better at his pattern. I know that he's got a set pattern of how many times he jumps and what the height is on each time. I just need to start getting into a groove of where he's going to be when. But that's one that I'm gradually practicing on. Multi-directional weapons are important. So magnet missile for me sort of takes the place of a multi-directional weapon. I'm gonna take a chance on this. I don't think I've really done this before. Yeah, so we'll do that. I think you can... I haven't tried it, but let's try it now. Nope, you cannot just run through there. Maybe not. I still need to figure out the best way to do that. Fish. So yeah, let's see. Jewel Satellite. This is one that does not come up often in the rotation for me. And if it does, it's in perfect mode, and I'm on the first screen. And I just die because of the frogs. So let's see. Jewel Satellite. Thunderbeam would be a lot of fun also if we're going for the multi-directional. Having powerful weapons, as well as weapons you can use in a lot of different situations, is important. Some kind of flash weapon, so... you know, Brightman's weapon is good, or... Is there a weapon that works well on you? Well, you still get off 2 hits. That's not so good. I don't know, it would really depend on what enemies were in the dev kit, I think, and what obstacles were in there. Because because I'd want to figure out... I don't have enough to do that. Ah, right. Yeah, this... I don't like that Sniper Joe in the middle, the blue one. Because it's tough enough to do your tiny little hops through here. For the discussions on the ink thread, I almost wanted to just boost jump into the spikes there and be like, this stage is impossible! There's been a lot of criticism that I've read and actually had myself about the way this stage is introduced. I like this challenge. I always forget about that. I'm too busy looking at the top. I'm like, wait, how far over? Oh, right, there's a thing in my face. Great. But the nature of the game, just that first screen, means so much in every single one of these challenges. Fire when I tell you to fire! I'm tired of all of you. I'm working on a blog post about all of the various lessons in level design, and I think also contest planning from all of these different games, from the Make a Good Mega Man level contest, from Mega Man Endless, and also from, right, you can't just stand there and do that, because that would be too easy. And, what's the other one? Mega Man Legacy Collection. Just all of the different learnings from the contests. Take 2. Catching up on chat for just a second. What categories for weapons? Yeah, okay, that's probably better than specific weapons. Well, in general, I like to have a flash weapon, a barrier weapon, a multi-directional weapon, some sort of stupidly powerful weapon. Doesn't necessarily need to aim in any particular direction, just needs to be better than your regular attack. What else? Boomerangs are always nice. Close-range weapons are nice. Things like, you know, Slash Claw, Top Spin. when Top Spin works in games like Make a Good Mega Man level contest, for example. That's one time where I'm actually happy to be using Top Spin. And the Wily Wars. Wily Wars does it well as well. But something that is good for enemies right around you. I also like the occasional weapon that can be used as a utility, like Charge Kick in this game. Bomb. Yes, of course. Why didn't I say bomb? still working on... There we go. This is much better than it was before. Still super sluggish for some reason. But the moment you get off of this pattern at all, the whole thing just falls apart. And I like that the amount of damage has been adjusted so that it's just, I don't know, I find that very difficult to consistently land hits on Crash Man, and I never used to. Oh, this stage? Who made this? I'm not going to talk, because it would be super sad if I died on my own level again. Ta-da! It can be done. Slide more. Mega Man... oh, Minus Infinity. I have not played Minus Infinity because that, my friends, is a... Whoa! Is a ROM hack. Ugh. Why did I do this to myself? No, I'm gonna save myself. I can afford to try this one more time. But when I get blipped out the side... I find that happens a lot more in this game than usual. Getting blipped out the side of disappearing bricks. Maybe because you need to do more challenges where you're in close quarters combat. Okay, back here again. Also, a word about the music. In, oh, I'm almost at full health, but not enough to waste the energy there. So I still prefer the Wily Wars soundtrack, and it sounds like a couple of people do. Somehow that worked! This would be a great place for Thunder Beam. Let me see. No, that's not the one I was going for. That'll do. I like the Mega Man 7 soundtrack. If you've seen my playthroughs on YouTube on my Gemini Laser channel of Mega Man 7, you know that I am in defense of Mega Man 7, that I have a soft spot for it. But I think because Mega Man 7's music is more strongly associated with the visuals. Yeah, this is probably overkill, but that the stages have very definite architecture to them. It's like Turbo Man's stage, you are in some sort of warehouse. There are tires. There's stuff that really stands out, that characterizes that level, that there's a strong association with what kind of level it is. I knew I was going to do that. I could feel it as I was starting to jump. I'm like, no, it's too soon. Do this one more time, I think, and then we'll switch modes. But I've got a strong association between the music and the way the level looks. And it's fine for something like, you know, Cloudman's stage, where you've got an air level. But then you've got some very specific things like, oh, like Who's What's the Stage. Oh, maybe that's how you do it. Maybe that's not how you do it. Oh, sad. But anyhow, I just have stronger associations because there's more articulation in the backgrounds, the level design, the types of challenges. They're more cohesive, they're more themed. Just still don't enjoy this. And that doesn't seem to do anything at all. Oh well, that was worth a shot. So yeah, I'm still visualizing the actual stages for Mega Man 7, and I'm having a hard time in some cases disconnecting from that and accepting these challenges. For the most part, though, it's not a big deal. But it's easier for me to just say, oh yeah, this is Mega Man music, I'm not even thinking about it, with the Wily Wars soundtrack, because that whole game is designed around smashing together challenges from existing Mega Man games, at least the Wily Tower section. I can't tell if that's sarcastic or not about me being as good at Mega Man as ever. I don't mind that stage. I think it goes on. I wouldn't mind it as a section in an official game, but as a whole 6 screens, I feel like it just goes on just slightly longer than necessary. I hate this screen. I really hate this screen. Because again, it's with the waiting, and I can only get in a couple shots at a time, and there's not as many good long-distance weapons here. That might be nice, but... not as many powerful long-distance weapons that have low energy output. I guess Magnet Missile is probably the closest. Gonna stand here a second and read stuff. Scrolling other Joes off-screen. Yes, you can tell I'm reading chat. I am trying to get some advertisement for Make a Good Mega Man level, Magmal, and Endless on... Seriously, what is it with my computer today? On Game Cola. Get other people who are not me to talk about the game. Oink. Yes, okay, so if there's something specific in chat that, you know, if there's a question you're asking me and I'm not answering, please just start typing in all caps, because I'm more likely to notice you that way. I've not checked out retroachievements.org. Yeah, somebody else mentioned that to me. I don't really like achievements in general. I don't feel like they add anything substantial to the game for me, and in fact take away from it, because then there's certain expectations that don't necessarily need to be based in anything rational. For, oh, obviously you should be able to play this game this way, because if the game gives it to me as some sort of, you know, here's something that is possible to do in this game, and in fact it's so possible that we think you should be able to do it. So here's an achievement, and you should obviously be able to play this entire game without missing a shot or getting hit. Like, well, no, that's not how I play Mega Man. Even if I put in the time to get that good enough, that would no longer be fun for me to check off this little check mark. And so adding... oh, I messed this up. Oh, maybe I didn't mess this up. But adding achievements to old games that weren't originally designed with them in mind takes something away from the experience for me, because I want to make my own challenges. I don't want to have somebody else say, well, this is what you need to do in order to qualify for any kind of street cred on this game. I want to say, I made a challenge for myself, and I had fun doing it, and I have a claim to fame because nobody else has done this crazy thing, like, you know, standing on the pixels on the edge of the Air Tikis and Airman stage. And yes, I survived that. Is that something I would want to have as a challenge in a video game, as an achievement? No, but it's something fun that I've done for myself, so no, I'm just not big on achievements. So I think I mentioned this is probably going to be my last... Whoops! Mega Man my last live stream of any kind for a little while, because there's a couple of big things going on that need to get resolved first before I can focus on live streaming. But when I come back, nope. I also did that with Ring Boomerang in mind. That was originally programmed to be time bombs, so you could stand there and actually destroy that enemy before you needed to jump off, but I think the falling rocks are a good compromise because they still allow you, you know, they haven't been used much in the game, and they still allow you to recover. But I think it throws off the timing of that particular enemy at the end, where you were meant to be able to destroy him more easily. Yay, I finally did it! I keep getting worse at this stage. I was perfect at it to start with. I'm sorry, at that screen. I was saying something else. I'm sure I was saying something else. I would stand here and grind, but I want to keep things moving. And I don't currently need that much energy for those weapons. Still haven't found a very good solution for this one either. That was a waste. Huh. Yeah. Also don't like this screen too much. It's a fine challenge, I just don't have the right weapons to do it the way that I want to do it. Even though I generally like the weapon selection here, there are a couple of specific challenges that I feel like I'm not totally prepared for. Let's see if I can do this. Yay! My videos taught your cat to walk? Love to hear the story behind that. See, the problem, though, with achievements is that I am a completionist. So if a game tells me I can do something, and actually what am I thinking? What am I thinking? If a game tells me I can do something, then of course I'm going to try to do it. Well, that was terrible. This is just, oh, it's an awful waste of everything. Woo! Getting better at that somehow. What am I clearly not noticing? Can I get an assurance that I will be imitating the 19-second something or other in Mega Man 8? Maybe? Probably? Somebody got timed out. What is going on? Why are there potatoes in my chat? Oh, goodness. I don't know. I'm sorry. You know what? The kinds of achievements that I do like are the ones that challenge you to see more of the game than you might otherwise see. So the ones that are not the dopey ones like beat the stage without jumping, because that's just silly. Unless, no, it's just silly. But the ones that are, you know, find all of the secret something or others. Okay, well, maybe I wasn't going to go looking for all of the secret something or others, but it adds more to the gameplay to find something else that I might not have attempted before. So I guess that's more what I want achievements for, is to encourage me as a player to go a little bit outside of my comfort zone, to try something that is fully realized in the game, that's maybe more of a feature, and say, hey, you can play the game this way, or you can see these things that you didn't see before. That's what I want out of achievements. This is another one that does not come up often for me, so I always forget what is going on. I always also tend to assume that these platforms are like the time bomb. Well, actually, not like the time bombs. Just falling platforms in general, I assume the moment it starts shaking, just get off it, not stand around here and wait for a second. Not a good time to slow down again. It's never a good time to slow down, but this is one of those. It's a good challenge, I like it, I just keep screwing up somewhere in there. Oh, I wasn't going to do this, I was going to switch over to time mode. Bum, bum, bum. Wow! That is impressive, cutesy. Cool. Phooey. She started running sooner. Chiba! I don't actually need anything, so let's just melt this ice. Thank you, Blyka, for increasing the delay slightly on the ice. Not only does that feel more accurate to Dr. Wily's Revenge, but it makes it less possible to die instantly for no reason. I still don't like this challenge. I understand that it's doable. It looks like you should go down on the right side. And it was not until I watched somebody else's video that I started jumping from the left side. This just, I think because of the size of the fish, and that it doesn't quite go all the way to the right side, it just makes me think that I shouldn't even bother trying to jump over it from the left. This stage, we can get rid of this stage, don't want to play it again, and again, and again, and again. I don't even know why I wasted so much time there. So are we just supposed to, like, scroll them off the screen? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I don't have the patience for this. And I'm so worn out on Hammer Joes and Sniper Joes from regular games already. Although I actually like Hammer Joes here more than the Sniper Joes, because you can at least slide under them. Yeah. I still haven't found a good way... maybe I should use Ring Boomerang or something. I am just miserably complaining, and I don't even know what's going on anymore. Buh! Oh! No! There are big fish in my levels. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing! To prove that I don't have to do this the same way every time. Gemini Laser Joe, now that would be fun. Oh yeah, I think I was starting to say, but didn't finish. I'll be taking a little bit of a hiatus from live streaming and basically everything. For a little while, once I get stuff settled, and then I plan to be back in full force. But when I do come back, I'm planning on playing through the original stages with the developers, or at least as many developers as I can round up. I can't promise that I'm going to be able to get everybody on board. Oh, that's why I keep getting hit by the shell, because he's facing the wrong direction when I start shooting him. That makes life make so much more sense. I love those little discoveries where you're like, oh, this is why this stage is so inexplicably difficult. Kind of live for those challenges of that aha moment of, ah, now I get it, now I just need to perfect it. And it's within my ability to perfect. Let's see. Nope. This is not the right weapon to use. Nope. Now I think regular blaster is probably the best option for here. Let's... Still got hit. Need to do that differently. Could use some health. Whoops! You did not let me jump a second time or a third time. Why are you not letting me jump multiple times? Okay, now I can stop and read chat for a second. Well, I'm not on hiatus right now. What did I say something that made you twist my words around? I don't know. Anyways, I will be on hiatus after I'm finished with this one for a little one. I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm saying. Oh yeah, but I'll come back and I'll try and do commentary with the developers. Whoops. Timing is off. Everything is terrible and horrendous. It's slow. Ah! I was trying to jump, not slide, but whatever. Whatever, man. And now it's all gone to pot. Yeah, that just keeps happening where I have everything perfectly under control, and then it's not under control at all! I don't think you're supposed to take these streams seriously, to be honest. What is whatever man's weapon? Goodbye, Joe. Better aim to be able to do that. I'm sorry. Yes, Green Comet. I actually do want to see what you have to say. I just can't seem to. Okay, I'm going to stand here boringly in the corner for just a minute. And Green Comet, please get it out of your system. Whatever it is that you want to say. Yeah, which there will be like a 17-second delay or so, so we'll just stand here boringly. I'll walk back and forth. I am sorry, I do try to balance as best as possible reading and playing well. Let's try this again, shall we? Go for it, Green Comet. The issue is that I never learned how to read. So... Oh, you're not just copy-pasting from what you said before, Green Comet? Yeah, I'm totally racking up my walk count here. Oh, I'll change colors, too. Every time I hit a wall, how's that? See, this is so interesting now. Oh, almost climbed the ladder. Freeze Man's theme is a remix of Magnet Man's... What?! I'll need to listen to it when I can think about it. I'm willing to buy that that's a possibility. Mega Man 3 soundtrack, Magnet Man's remix was Freeze Man's theme. I'm not sure what to say about that. To be honest. I'm just doing a peaceful protest. Whoops! Whoops! Oh. Whoops. That's okay. We're gonna try something different now. We're gonna take a look at time mode. I said, oh no, this stream isn't going to be as long as the last one, and here I am, like, what, 2 hours later? I can't make any promises about what lines I will and won't read. Boo-doo. Perfect mode? Yeah, but I could do perfect mode. That'll be a fun 3 seconds of entertainment. Oh, right, we're not doing that anymore. Let's not have a repeat of last time here, thank you. Mistake! This is another screen. I don't mind the speed. That's fine, that's cool. I just don't like that enemy up there. And I feel like here, yes, it seems like you should be able to just charge kick over there to bypass this, but I feel like by the time you do that, it's, you might as well just destroy the big enemy. Wow, did I actually make it up to the top here for a change? That is amazing! Ow! No. Still need to figure out how to do that part correctly. That's a solid level. I keep forgetting to check whose level that is, but that one's good. Right, time mode. Don't stand around and wait for stuff. I still want to know how we have such ridiculously high screen counts on the leaderboards. They're in the thousands. I know that depending on, you know, what the random order is and how good you are at certain challenges, and that it is possible to do that. But egad, I can't even... cannot even fathom. Should have jumped. Should have jumped. Ow. And then that wouldn't have happened. Oh, I guess I don't even have to pay attention to what kinds of things you're ramming into me. I do sincerely apologize for the slowdown here. I don't think it has ever been this bad. Oh, that's a total lie. It has definitely been this bad, but at least it's been consistently bad. That the whole game is just moving like molasses! It's the randomly slowing down at points that's really bugging me. My hair does look like hair. It is pretty nice hair, I have to say. Have I read Bob and George? I am familiar with Bob and George. I think I might have dabbled in it a little tiny bit a long time ago. I wonder what happens if you run out of time while you're in the middle of the boss intro. Oh, did not time that well. Oh well. Okay. That's true. You can make fun of me all you want, because I'll never know! But then I'll go post this on YouTube, and then I'll know. I'm fascinated that people are still interested in watching me play this game. I mean, it's the same stages over and over again. But maybe they're... Well, that wasn't how I wanted to do that at all. Don't have time for this. But you know, maybe there's something in the randomization, and, Ring! I always forget it's Ring that I want to use there. And I really should... You know what? I don't think I have the time for this. Oh, I totally had the time for that. That was disappointing. That was a bad decision. Jump! Jump when I tell you to jump! So here's a challenge that I can't... I don't understand how you're supposed to get through here without getting hit. I'm looking forward to seeing Blike's video. Bruh! The buttons function the way I want you to. Not too fond of this level either, because it's... We've seen this already in some of the official games. Or at least something very similar to this. And again, these enemies take too long. And it's just them over and over and over again. This is sort of my, oh, now we're going to waste all your hyperbomb ammo stage. And I don't think I would mind as much if there weren't as many places in this game where I need to stand and wail on enemies. And I don't think I would mind it as much if I hadn't seen this kind of challenge so many times. It's not an inherently bad challenge, it's just my particular background in playing games. Rush Bike? Oh man, I would love to see Rush Bike implemented in some fan game somewhere. And maybe it is, and I haven't seen it. Oh. I don't know if this works. Nope. There's going to be a whole lot of dying happening a whole lot of very soon. Okay, why, I ask you, don't jump! Stop! A split-second delay with the lag, and then I'm pressing the jump button, and then it doesn't respond. That was very sad. We'll do one more time attack. We will apparently submit my name to the leaderboard here. Hang tight. I don't know how 43 screens made the leaderboard. Flashman85 is my name. Why am I filling this out? I'm live streaming. Stop doing this and get back to playing. Submit. I still hold, at the moment, the number 3 slot on time attack for some reason, somehow, so that's exciting. Try again. Let's see. Gonna take a second to pause and read chat. Oh, Mega Man in the next Mario Kart? I would hope that Rush would be involved somehow in another Mario Kart. I appreciate that, Kuno. I'm so perpetually thrilled to have people who find me interesting to listen to and watch. Oh, while we're on downtime, check my task manager and check processes for all users, you say? I think that's a good idea. I don't know why there's so many things with my virus scan that are all here. Yeah, it's not looking like there's really anything else that I can close. I mean, maybe that. Not that I really want to close that, but I hope nothing blows up in the meantime. Alright. So we'll keep going. I got worried for a second, I unpaused, and then I just fell without a platform beneath me. I'm like, no! Right, time mode. That's what we're doing here. Egg! Did not quite do that one right. I'm glad people think I'm funny. The Gemini laser videos, I actually do try and take the time to come up with something comedic to say, and sometimes it just happens improvisationally, but I don't know, I was always a little not self-conscious, that's not the word that I'm looking, or phrase, whatever, that I'm looking for. So closing all that stuff didn't seem to help somehow. That's, if I can get that to work consistently, that's superb. That helps. But, yeah, I was concerned when I first started live streaming that I really wouldn't have the right, you know, have the same audience as I do for my Gemini laser videos, because I can improv to a certain extent, but especially when I'm focusing my attentions on playing. Maybe that's the better way to do it. I feel like it's tough for me to come up with anything... Wait, did I shoot straight up? Since when does that happen? Arg. And crab. I don't know. So I'm glad people still think that I'm entertaining and funny. I set high standards for myself, and I think it's because other people have commented on my high standards that I want to continue upholding those high standards for my gameplay, for my videos, and so every once in a while I'll come across a stream that I've done and I'm like, yeah, it wasn't my best work, but I'm glad that you enjoyed it. This is good music for this stage. This seems to fit pretty well. Why do I always do this? That's probably true, Cutesy. I don't need that. This stage is gradually growing on me. Oh, that was wrong. That was just not the way to do it. I'm still weary of Sniper Everythings, of Joe Everythings, but it's a well-designed challenge. I will give you that. And I like this different use of the Joes where you don't necessarily have to destroy them. They're just providing... they're just providing things for you to do. Thank you. I know I've been saying egg a lot today, and I don't know why. So this room was kind of redesigned at my pointing out that you can get yourself stuck on the left side of the screen if you blow up what used to be a platform down here. Yeah, I cannot get this. I don't know, maybe his hitbox is bigger than I think it should be or something, but I just keep having trouble with this battle. But yeah, this platform down here used to be two blow-upable blocks. If you blow up just the left one over here and you run out of weapon energy for everything else, you can't boost over here and you can't blow it up, so you're just kind of stuck, which is sad. Although I would have liked to have seen this be coherent with the floor, instead of just being a separate platform that's just resting on top of it. If the floor architecture were a natural ridge down there, it looks kind of out of place, kind of funny. But I'm glad that it got fixed at the very least. Oh, this we discovered. So in Time Attack, I may have just ruined a secret there. That's how you get the little T-plate that's down there. I could use some help. So let's slide through the fish. This is another one where I wish I had a different weapon than I have. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I playing time mode? Wow. Is it sad that I forgot that I was playing time mode? Oh gosh. Ow, 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 ow. Hey! Thank you for hosting Gold Round. I always appreciate that. The idea of non-Joe sniper enemies. I'm okay with that. What gets me is the, that was pro skills there, by the way, in case anyone was wondering. I can't always pull that off, but it's nice when I do. I'm totally fine with sniper enemies. It's the shielding, and it's the particular amount of damage that they take. Yeah, I got the T-plate that was up there. It's the amount of damage that they take, it's the timing of the shield, and it's needing to do that so many times for the same couple of enemies that just seem to appear everywhere. And I have to wonder, I can't remember if I was saying this on my last stream or just thinking it in my head, my large, oversized head, that I wonder if some of these enemies became iconic deliberately, or if it just happened because they were kind of overused, and then they became icons from overuse. I'm going to be dangerous and try... I don't think I've ever gone over here. Which was not perhaps the best use of my time, but... I think maybe I'll keep going here. Yeah, so I'll get to the end of this time mode. Yeah, I don't need weapon stuff that badly. Oig! And then if I die... well, not if, when. This is a question of when, folks. When I die... I will switch to perfect mode and see how terribly that goes. Whoa! Was not holding right. Was not holding right on my control pad there. Where? Well, that was not the desired outcome entirely. Oh, yeah, perfect mode. That went pretty well. Oh, right! I can just do that! That takes care of you. Let's keep... Oh, that was not the way I wanted to do it, but it worked. Okay, I apparently pulled my skills out of nowhere. And then watch me die embarrassingly. Close enough. I have to say, Blyka, if you're watching this, the T-plates in time mode, time attack, whatever, are really well placed. I strongly approve of where they are. Okay. And I think just because we're going for time here, I won't try to beat Snake Man with the Buster. Woohoo! Nice. Pretty nice. Look pretty nice. Whoops. Keep moving, keep moving. Pause for a second to catch up on chat. Oh yeah, and just as a shameless plug for Blyka, if you like this game at all, or even if you don't care for the game but you like the level of polish in the game, and some of the general concepts here, definitely check out Blyka's Door, B-L-Y-K-A''S, Door. And that's where Blyka does, I don't really have time for this. Has a number of fan games I've streamed. That needs to stop happening. I've streamed some of the games that he's made. Starman Upgraded was one of them. Super Danny... Shoot. I thought, oh, let's go back to the previous screen. I'm going to stand here and read chat for a second. I'm going to let time run out just to see what happens, because that'll be new and different. But yeah, anyways. Blyka has a lot of games. Oh, I played Bon Ball, which was fun on stream. And, you know, different for everybody. Different preferences, but I ended up playing through all of Super Danny Powered Up off-screen, eventually, and enjoyed the second half of the game. It keeps getting better as it goes. The experience that I had with it, I was coming off of a long, somewhat strenuous stream when I played the game before, so I was a little unfair in some of my critiques of it. Huh, you can shoot straight up. Why did I just not ever notice this? But that one's worth checking out. But some other games there, and I will play more of them on my Fan Game Sampler live streams. And he's a fun guy to talk level design with. I'm sorry, I should have given... Oh man, I totally should have given an epilepsy warning there. Apologize. Yeah, Super Danny takes a long time to get into, but once you've unlocked more of the Robot Masters, once you've started finding some of the little, the little bonus stuff, you've got some different skins for your main character, and there's... Here we go! I exploded! There's definitely some fun stuff in there, but it's the castle stages. Once you've gotten through all of the stuff that's sort of a rehashing of the previous games, once you've gotten more characters with better abilities to face the challenges ahead, I actually really enjoyed the fortress stages. Those were a lot of fun. We're going to try Perfect Mode. But yeah, anyhow, Blyka has a bunch of games, and they're definitely very polished, I would say. You know, even if the gameplay isn't always something that you're specifically looking for, worth checking out. I was saying on the Ink topic about the Wily 1 music not really working for this, and I think it's just the first screen that it doesn't work for me for. Yes, I finally figured out how to do that. So if you're not going through here with Charge Kick, which I didn't realize you could do until people talked about it on the message boards, whew, that level is so much better now that I've had a chance to practice it and experiment and have some time with trial and error. That's not really the kind of stage that I would have liked to have had in an endless attack mode, because you really do need to try out a couple of different things to see how is this even physically possible to get through here. And you don't need to have as pixel-perfect precision as I originally thought. It turns out you just need to jump in exactly the right place. Like, you need to hit your head on the ceiling, or at least that's the way it seems to be for me. You need to hit your head on the ceiling between those two spikes where it's solid to be able to get through there safely. If you're trying to do little pixel-perfect hops, you will probably mess up. So that's the kind of thing, like, now I really like that level. But it took me some time to get up to the point where I could practice it well enough to try out some different things and not come crashing to a halt after the end of what had been a particularly nice, productive run. There are some stages, there are some stages that are just not meant for perfect mode. I've been fortunate so far. Doo-doo-doo. Yes, you can do that, but you can't do that here. Well, not without getting hurt. I usually play safety second, safety first this time around on perfect mode. Yes, sirree, Bobby Dude. Oh, I had the timing off. I thought, based on my first jump, that I could keep holding left and jump. I'm going to submit that to the leaderboard. Might as well. We don't have enough people playing perfect mode yet to really rack up some great... There's a couple of great scores on there. Let's see. I'm still live streaming. Why am I writing this now? Submit. And so I'm currently number 12 on the leaderboards for that score. Huzzah. I will try one more time. We are not going to get far on this one. I should probably just blow myself up now. Because of this. Okay, somehow I made it. I'm not going to be as fortunate here. Yep! What did I tell you? We'll do this one more time. I pressed 2. In fact, the very first thing that I did once I started this game in my last stream was I pressed 2 immediately, and it actually didn't do anything. Probably not going to make it past this stage either, because I have a bad habit. Yeah, of getting creamed by that guy, because I keep forgetting he's there. The enemies here are placed just so that I can't quite completely memorize where they are. And maybe it's because I'm still too distracted by what's on top. Yeah, still distracted by what's on top. Okay, one more try. Oh, this is a mistake. This is another one that I'm not going to get through. Yet, really, your entire experience in this game depends on what the randomized stages are. I don't think I've ever been able to get him to just fall off the edge when I need him to. That's what I always aim to do, but... or at least usually try to do, and it never seems to work. Oh no, you definitely weren't there for the last Make a Good Mega Man level contest stream, where people were demanding that I press 2 to commit suicide when something hadn't gone as planned, and I didn't get their message until well after, when it was relevant. And even at the time. Okay, let's see if we can at least, you know, get another square into this before. Yep, okay, I got another square into this before we died. Hoi-yoy, okay. And we're moving on to boss mode, and then we'll call it a night. Did that seem to take longer than usual? I feel like it did. Oh boy, I don't know if you can hear it, but we have the foghorn kicking in outside. Seriously, I don't know what is wrong with the random lag here. I keep shutting everything down that I can think of to shut down. I don't have any scans running, I'm not... nothing. Sliding makes a huge difference here. I should have slid to get out of the way of being there, but, yes, Cutesy, can I make a video for every single Mega Man contest announcement so that everybody who wants to participate actually can? If I'm involved with it? Otherwise, I don't know it would be appropriate to list some of these things. Ow. I'm still also trying to figure out what prompts him to do certain things. Like, why did that one bounce and not just slide my way? Ow. I have determined that he shoots when he gets to the bottom. I need to stop being there. Ow. Okay, we're time to get serious. Now, I don't mind announcing when I'm doing a stream that there's a contest going on, but again, I don't know that it would be the right fit for the theme of either of my main channels, well, either of my channels, to do a contest announcement for anything. But I can do a better job of trying to draw people's attention to things when I am aware of something. I don't know how to do this boss. I do not know how to do this boss. I know that there is a way to perfectly fight him. I have no idea how to do it. And no amount of practice, no amount of watching other people's videos gets me good enough to figure out how to do that without getting hit. And that's frustrating to me, because I know it can be done. Oy. I'm liking the Sparkman battle. Sparkman's a little annoying to me in the original game, but I really like his AI here, and I feel like it's just barely a little bit... just barely a little bit different, where I don't just get jumped on as much, where it's more about dodging the projectiles very, very poorly. You don't want me to give you a ring? Well, this is not at all as well as I want. Wow, that was just horrendous. I normally do so much better there. Let's do that over. You can feel free to spoil the fireman strategy. That's fine by me. I just can't do it. Oh, Facebook, Twitter, backloggery notes. Yes, I agree. And I still need to get better at fighting Cutman. Ow. Because jumping over him is a liability. Ugh, maybe if things happen when I tell them to happen, sliding under him and just, like, standing up here. Okay, that was kind of working. It is not working anymore. Okay, so I'm a little closer to figuring out how best to do that. I did know that. Makes you wonder whom I'm saying that to. Excuse me. No, that is not the weapon that I wanted. Oops. This is not at all how I wanted this boss run. I've been doing so much better on these boss runs on my own time, and then the moment I start streaming, I'm just trash. Oh well. Moving on. Have not played 20XX. Probably not going to play 20XX. I've seen it in action, it looks fun. But I got so many other things to play. What are you doing? I want to get past the initial 8 Robot Masters. And then I'll stop playing. Seriously? Why is everything so slow today? Ugh. Do. Oh, Cutesy, we were talking about this on the threads, that it makes sense for consistency with all of the other screen counts to just do screen counts here instead of boss counts. I could go either way on it, but I think it's fine to do screen counts here. Oh, it's just getting worse. Why is it just getting worse? Okay. Yay, we. Jump and fire at the same time. I've tried to do that. I've tried to do that. It don't work for me. Alright. I was jumping! I was pressing the jump button! Why were you not responding to my commands? I also like that Quickman takes a little more damage from the Buster. Probably should have busted out one of my special weapons at that point, but that's okay. Here's another one that I am not going to teach myself how to do with just Buster right now, which I think we talked about before. He's so easy until he's not, when you run out of Leaf Shield, and then he's not easy. I want to visit the United States of America. Duh. Also, duh. Yeah, that one bounces. The last one. Get out of the way! Oh, because I'm out of energy, because I'm terrible at video games today. Hui. Electric mail? I keep forgetting. I know that there's distinctive architecture, so I should know who it is, but I always forget. Yeah. Yes, that's the game speed I want to be playing at for this battle. So slide at the last minute, and then try and mirror Crash Man. Whoopsie doodle. Okay, well, that's over. That's the right strategy, Kuno. Okay, I will try this again. If I didn't do it right, it's your fault. It's my fault. But no, seriously, still. Whee! Alright, we're moving on. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna do this. Now I get to throw a bomb at somebody. I think this is Shadow Man, I think. This is a better fight than in the original. I like that he's got a different, a different extra attack pattern that I don't think I've let him live long enough to see in past times. But his hitbox isn't quite so preposterous. He does a ninja poof, up in a puff of smoke, disappear, and then teleport somewhere else, which is tricky. But it's so exhausting to fight with the Buster normally. Okay. You know, after all these years, I'm still not great at fighting Metal Man. I think I just don't really have the patience to keep doing this over and over. Yeah. No. This one. Ow. Really, this is getting absurd. I always look at a Mountain Dew can and can't tell if it's red or green. Actually, that's a lie. It's definitely green. But if you have code red, then who knows? Didn't we just do this? I feel like we just did this. Dumb. Ow. Oy. How's the imaginary cat donut? It's fresh today. You should try one. So here's something new. Hooray! So, this boss always starts out on top, and often continues on top. Ow. Cannot get my act together today. Ow. Oh, and I'm just wasting my ammo. This is terrible. Ow. I found the real one. I think I'm going to blow all of my energy on this because there's no way, the rate that I'm playing, that I'm going to be able to make it much farther. I miss Top Spin, where you can just destroy all of these clowns in one go. This is also another tedious one for me because it takes so much effort to keep dodging at the right time. And there are timing intervals. You can time your dodging. I just don't do it. Yeah, that's as far as I've gotten. I usually get, like, 2 or 3 bosses farther than this at most. Ugh. What am I doing? I'm dying. That's what I'm doing. Slide! And we die. Right here. I couldn't even slide. My game was just not letting me slide. Okay, that's it. Thanks for joining. Alright, so that's been Mega Man Endless. We're going to take a look at the records just to see all together. There are many numbers. I want to know what happens when we max out on 99,999 on any of these. The stats are fun. Some of these just I don't even pay attention to, but it's fascinating to me. And I think it should be noted that so if we don't take perfect mode into consideration, so 20 deaths due to lack of health, and the rest of those are just negligible, right? So in all modes, I've only died 32 times because I ran out of energy. So let's subtract 20 from that, because that's perfect mode, right? And that's basically, you know, how many times I die in perfect mode. I got hit once, oh boy. So that's 12 times that I've died in all of the different modes because I ran out of energy. But if it's, let's look at the boss modes. 5 of those deaths are because I got killed by bosses. So let's take out an extra 5 from that. So now we're down to 7 deaths out of all of the hours that out of the almost 7 hours that I've played. 7 deaths from running out of energy. And who done it? The bosses. I've been killed 9 times by bosses altogether from all of the different modes. So basically, if you do the math on that, that's I've never died because of running out of energy on classic mode or time mode, or basically haven't, you know, once or twice. All of these have been from falling down bottomless pits, very rarely getting fried by the lasers, fortunately, because the laser sections are very well done, they're fair, or getting killed on spikes. And I think that really speaks to how unbalanced this game is. As much as I enjoy some of the different challenges in this game, there are too many ways to die instantly. This, and maybe that's a testament to my skill as a Mega Man player, that I'm not dying left and right because I ran out of energy, but I feel like there really should be more of a balance, that it should be, you know, 30 and 30, and, you know, with boss mode taken into consideration, that sort of boosted on the other side for damage, maybe. Or, I'm sorry, I lost track of what I was saying, and just to, anyhow, I'm going to stop talking for a second. But I do think that there are too many instant death hazards, and we've talked about this. And I think it's fine for a Mega Man game to have instant death hazards, but because it wasn't stated in the challenge, it wasn't stated in the contest of try to ease up a little bit on the spikes, on the bottomless pits. Remember that people are just going to be playing these same stages over and over and over again and want to rack up a high score. And so maybe, you know, we were making these challenges with the idea in mind of this is difficult, and it's just my kind of difficult, and it's a good challenge inherently, and that's fine. I don't know, I feel like there are other ways that we could have approached this before the levels even got incorporated into the game. And I understand Blyka not wanting to lead people in a certain direction of here's how you need to make your stage, you know, to have that unbridled freedom to do whatever you want. But at the same time, I feel like for this specific kind of a game, you really do need to give the player a breather, and maybe not have so many ways to die instantly. So I think that really is my primary complaint with the game, even though the individual challenges are generally well designed and fun and tricky, that altogether, it just gets exhausting to play this when you know that you're probably going to die because you went a couple pixels too far to the right, not because you haven't learned this enemy pattern well enough, or you ran out of special weapon energy to get you through a really tough section. So anyway, that's my thought on it. And let's see, across all of these, whodunit, perfect mode, of course, skews this tremendously. but I'm still I'm still perfect with Mega Fan and Toby Joey and Wookie, probably because their stages don't come up as often also, but that's reassuring. So yeah, Gary is basically my arch nemesis. Gary, however you pronounce that, is my arch nemesis, or at least was earlier on. I've gotten much better at those stages, but still have trouble. Joseph Collins, I think just because the sheer number of stages that it got incorporated. But anyhow, yes, you're going to hear this music in your nightmares. I'm sorry. I was just thinking about that too. And Fab was difficult to begin with, but it started to get much easier, and I think that number is going to get offset by a bunch of other ones. So anyhow, yay, that's been Mega Man, Mega Man, Mega Man, Mega Man, Mega Man. I got some different music for you. Here you go. I'll, no, I'm not going to go back to that, I'm sorry. I'll go back to the Wily Wars music for you. I guess I'm just going to not have any music whatsoever for you. I'll just close the game and close this out. Sorry, don't know what happened there. Anyhow, this has been another live stream of Mega Man Endless, and this is the last one I'm planning on doing in the regular game modes, unless there's a huge update and I come back and play it again. But anyhow, thank you for joining me. The next time you see me, which will probably be in several weeks, will be hopefully with some of the developers of these stages playing the raw, submitted, unedited levels, and to see how those differ from the ones that we've been playing. So, hope you enjoyed this. If you like my work, you can find me on YouTube. I don't know if I'm going to remember to say ravioli, ravioli, give me the formula, however that ended. But I said it now. Sort of, kind of. But anyhow, yeah. So hopefully I'll be back with the developers next time. A couple of them, anyhow, to play some of these stages and see how they were submitted. So, that's been that. Find me on YouTube as Gemini Laser. If you want to find playthroughs of the official Mega Man games, find me on YouTube as Flashman85. If you want to see my archived live streams, including this one if you're watching it live, which is going to be relevant for all of 3 seconds. And then if you're watching this on YouTube, check me out on Twitch. If you sign up and make sure your settings are correct, you can get automatic email notifications when I go live, or you can find me on Twitter or Facebook. I try and give some kind of advance notice, usually a day or two, but sometimes 20 minutes. And that is just about it for now. Check out my website. There's some fun stuff going on there. And you can find me on the back loggery too. I think I still have that listed. The text is really tiny in my preview window, so I don't even remember what's listed anymore. But that is all. Thank you, everyone. When is the next episode coming out? I do want to have the first Mega Man 8 video, if that's what you're talking about, out hopefully in a couple of months. I know that I wanted to have it done much earlier in the year, but I've been doing nothing but level design stuff and streaming new games. So I've kind of gotten behind on Mega Man 8. But I do plan on having something, after life settles down a little bit. So that is it. Goodbye. Thank you to everybody. Farewell.